Previously on Caddy Daddy Presents.
And what Josh and I are going to do here is we're going to show you some of the front suspension pieces.
It's here, Caddy Daddy's interactive video buying experience. When you see the product and a label, you can go to the label and click on it. That'll give you more information. Check it out. If you like what you see and you want to buy it, just click on the buy button. That takes you to the online store where you have more information, what customers purchased, related product. You can go back and click the X, and that will take you back to the interactive video. Enjoy the learning experience and the buying experience.
Hey guys, so we're over here at the chassis and we're going to start assembling everything. We already did the other side. And in doing that, we realized that there definitely is an order of operation. So we're going to show you that order right now. And we're going to start with this interesting piece right here. This is particular to the airbag suspension cars. This allows for the shock to be located outside of the frame. So this isn't on a standard Cadillac. Normally, if you did not have air suspension, your shock would go right here. So you're going to start with this piece. And there's 3 bolts.
Now the next part we're going to do is the actual air dome assembly.
So if you go ahead and grab me the air dome, and this once again is a situation where you want to go slow and drop that in there because you do not want to damage those threads there.
Let it go in there, and it does sit at a slight angle, so don't be trying to drop it perfectly straight or lift it perfectly straight in.
Yeah, so there's a flat washer, a lock washer, and a nut.
That's correct.
Go slow. You don't want to strip these guys.
Yep, or cross thread them or do anything. They are kind of a fragile thread. There's only a 1/4 inch stud on those.
Run them right up, nice and snug. And there we go.
The upper control arm, which happens to be in the bottom position right now.
So right now the geographic lower control arm.
So the bolts want to come through from the outside towards the inside of the frame. For these, you don't want to tighten them all the way down because we have to add shims for the wheel alignment once we get the chassis flipped over. We'll do a preliminary check on the alignment to make sure everything looks like it's going to go properly.
Well, we're back on top of our upside down car.
Yep.
So now we're going to put on the lower control arm and
Lining it up with the
bellows that we put in.
And also, when we installed these bars, we checked to make sure that they were properly centered. It's a good idea to check again before you install them. And we did that yesterday when we were getting ready.
Now we're going to lift up the steering knuckle. We already put the Caddy Daddy disc brake kit
That's right.
on there. So you connect it to the ball joint. Okay. Get the nut on there.
Okay, we got it started.
Okay. Now you can lift up and let it find its home. And how we showed the assembly of the disc brake kit, you might be doing that on the car or have it separate like this if you're doing a full. I like to be able to put that whole unit on there, but. And so you have your two nuts, which is included with the
ball joint kit. There we go.
Looking good. Wait, let's grab a pop and let's move on to the steering and to the sway bar.
We got one shock absorber left.
That's right. That's why you're. That's
You're
why
right
you,
on that side if it wasn't there.
You remember our shock mount, particularly for the air-ride suspension. So we're just putting these guys in.
Let's raise it up.
Just like that.
Looking good.
The next part of the front suspension is going to be the front stabilizer bar, or the sway bar. And before we install it, these also come from Caddy Daddy, and this is a reproduction. This is a part that will wear out on your car. It's probably gotten dry or completely returned to the earth.
An original one here. See how hard and dried out and crusty and just, they'll squeak. You'll get rust inside and they'll squeak.
So what you're going to want to do is when they come, a brand new piece, you don't want to split it open. There is a seam right there, so you can just use a razor blade and they should go right through there. Next, you have your steel bracket. I like to also put, it's going to be a nice tight fit. So once again, we've got a little bit of our soap.
Just slips right on when you got the soap.
And bolts, and we go nuts on the inside. Just keep things consistent.
And we'll just do these finger tight until we get the rest of the parts installed here, so that everything can be more easily lined up.
The next part is going to be your link for the sway bar. This is made up of several pieces. It's like a big shish kebab. So you're going to have rubber bushings on the top and the bottom. And you're going to notice that they actually do have kind of a pitch and an angle so they go together. So you just want to take note that they're going and so they'll seat properly here. So let's go ahead and take these apart and go ahead and get this link in.
Vine Village is a great organization that gives back to the community. Check it out. You'll see so as well. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Sanan Kirsten. We're here at the 2018 Vine Village Celebration, our major fundraiser here that helps fund programs that we run for people with developmental disabilities here in the greater Napa community. Vine Village was founded by my family and another family, each who had children with disabilities, in 1972. We depend on donations from all sorts of foundations and individuals and businesses throughout our community to help fund these programs, and this is our biggest fundraiser of the year.